Good morning everyone. Once again I am here and it is my fourth video of this chapter, chapter 9 percentage. And students, the topic of the today class is some miscellaneous word problems on percentage that we will discuss, and it is the last class of this chapter also. So now let's start the class. So now students, word problems. So first question is what? Let's see, an alloy contains 30% iron, 42% cobalt and the rest is aluminium. So find the mass of aluminium, it means weight of the aluminium in 1 kg of alloy. So you can see that 30% iron, 42% cobalt and the rest is aluminium. It means it has only three metals, iron, cobalt and aluminium. So all together it will be 100%. So you can easily find the percentage of aluminium. At first write what is given. Now the percentage of aluminium will be what? It will be 100 minus sum of 30% plus 42%. It will be 28%. That is the percentage of aluminium. So now if we know the percentage of aluminium, then directly if we will multiply this percentage with the total weight of the alloy, we will get the actual quantity of aluminium. It means mass of aluminium in 1 kg of alloy equals to 28% of 1 kg. So we will convert first 1 kg into gram. So it will be 1000 gram, and now 100 and 100 will cancel. So 228 into 10, it will be 280 gram. That will be the weight of the aluminium in 1 kg of alloy. Okay. So now students, let's see the next question. Now divide rupees 14,000 among A, B and C such that A gets 50% of what B gets. It means A equals to 50% of B and B equals to 50% of C. So you can see the last comparison is for C. So we can say, we will assume at first C. So let C gets rupees X. So in that case 1, B gets 50% of C. So B equals to 50% of C. So 50% of X. So we can say 51 ja and 52 ja. So it will be X by 2. So if the value of C is X, then the value of B will be X by 2. Again, now the A gets 50% of what B gets. It means A equals to 50 by 100 into the B value of B, which is X by 2. Again 51 ja and 52 ja. So it will be X by 4 now. So the value of A will be X by 4. So now you can see that the value of A in amount in rupees X by 4, B X by 2 and C X. All together if we will add, then it will be equal to 14,000. So now you can see in next slide that again X amount of A plus B plus C 14,000. So X by 4 plus X by 2 plus X equals to 14,000. Downside 1. So LCM of 4 to 1 will be 4. Then it will be X plus 2X plus 4X equals to 14,000. So 4X plus 2X plus X, it will be 7X by 4 equals to 14,000. 4 and 7 will go that side. 4 in numerator and 7 in denominator. Now let's solve it. 7 1 ja and 7 2 ja. It means 2,000. So 2,000 into 4. 2,000 into 4. It will be 8,000. Okay. So now hence we can say the C's amount will be rupees 8,000. B's amount will be X by 2, that is 8,000 by 2, that is 4,000, and the amount of A will be X by 4, that is 8,000 by 4, that is 2,000. Altogether it is 14,000. Okay. So I hope that you all have understood. So now students, let's see in question number 3. The population of a town increases by 10% annually. If the present population is 17,798, what was it a year ago? So in that case here, let population of a town a year ago was X. Okay, that we have assumed. So it is increases by 10% in next year. So we can say the increased population will be what? 10% of X, that is 10 by 100 into X, it will be X by 10. Okay. So now we can say that the previous population plus increased population will be equal to present population. So now X plus X by 10 equals to 17,798. take the LCM. So the LCM will be 10, then 10x plus x, 11x by 10 equals to 17,790. Now let's solve it. So now again x equals to 10 into 17,798 by 11. Let's solve it. 11 1 ja 11, and when we will cut it, it will be 11 1 ja 11, 6 7, 11 6 ja 66, then 1 9, 11 1 ja 11, and 11 8 ja 88. Okay, so it means 1 6 1 6 1 8 we will get 1618 after dividing, and when it will multiply with 10, so it will be 16,180. Okay, so that is the previous population of a town a year ago. Okay, so I hope that you all have understood. So students, now let's see one more question. In an examination, one student required 32% marks to pass. It means it is the passing marks, and he gets 145 marks and fails by 15 marks. It means if he will get 15 more, then he will be passed. So in that case, you can see first what? Let maximum marks be x. In that case, now we can say pass marks will be 145 plus 15. It will be 160 in number. Now again, if you will multiply the passing percentage marks into the total marks, we will get the pass mark. That will be the equation. So 32% of x equals to 160. It means 32 by 100 into x by 160. 100 and 32 will go that side. So now you can see 32 1 ja and 32 5 ja, and 5 into 100 will be 500. So the value of x will be 500, and it will be the maximum marks. So hence we can say maximum marks will be 500. So I hope that you all have understood, students. So now you have to do some assignment work at your home in R.S. Agarwal book. You have to complete exercise 9B, question number 1 to 20. It is the objective. So I hope that you all will complete. Thank you everyone.